What's good people? It is your boy, Nick Crenshaw, back at it again with another episode of What That Walk Like, baby. So, go ahead and do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button right now, and go ahead and hit the like button right now. You're going to like the content. We're not going to go back and forth over there. I know you're going to like it. So, with that being said, go ahead and push that subscribe button and push that like button. Now, today's talk is going to be about broke and blessed. This should be super interesting. It's amazing to me how people believe people that money and people with money are evil. But at the same time, they always seeking God for a financial blessing. Now, if that doesn't sound like a double-minded man, I don't know what does. And, James 1:8 talks about how a double-minded man is unstable in all of his ways. So, let's have this conversation, and let's have it in depth. I can't wait. What's good people? We are back. Now, one of the things that I love to have a conversation about is that broke is not always necessary. But I've seen it to where it makes sense. Like, I know certain people that have made a decision to live without certain resources in order to serve others. Certainly being in ministry for 14 years, I've been a part of organizations, I've partnered with organizations, and I've served with people that have decided to forsake wealth financially in order to have wealth spiritually, not just for themselves, but for others, to serve them effectively within the neighborhoods that they live, and to be the best that they possibly can with it. Now, even within that, they still choose great stewardship for them and their households, but that does not mean that it's always produced an abundance of resources. So I understand that sometimes you can't avoid lack. That is just a reality. There are certain people out there that work extremely hard and they still don't have many resources. They don't still have much, and it might have other back reasons to it, like some are chasing purpose versus finances. So even if they are educated, even if they have stewarded well, even if they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, the income is not great, and maybe they decided to have a larger family, and it squeezes those options for them, and that's fully understandable. But broke is not always necessary. I believe that a lot of the times that it's a choice, and it might be for a season, a short season. Like, reality is our finances were super tight when I decided to start my company. When I decided to start my company, that means there was a lot of resources going out, and we had to wait for resources to start coming in. And even when they came in, we were still building a company, and it requires. But I knew that you had to have short-term sacrifices for long-term successes, and it was okay. There are seasons in your life where that is going to be fine. That is a part of it. Now, where I worry is that certain people are going through seasons like this because of lack of effort or poor stewardship. Now, it's one thing that if you're making a choice for the betterment of your family, or another example of that is I've seen hardworking single mothers that they're one income in the house. They have to provide for multiple people in a house, and it's just you can stretch out as much as you possibly can, but it's still not enough. But I understand that if you're doing it and you're being a great steward of those resources that you do have coming in. But it's a whole nother thing if life flips upside down for you because you are a poor steward of what God has given you. So, an example, if you buying the latest pair of Jordans and you know that you're on a tight budget, those are wants, not needs. So you are being a poor steward of your resources. It's understandable that you want to get the things that you like. You work extremely hard and you say, hey, that's the things I just want to buy. But this may not be a season for you to do that. Certainly if you are already at rock bottom. Sometimes you may have to save that up over time so that when you do take advantage of the opportunity to purchase what you desire, it doesn't affect the overall budget for your household or for yourself. I am a big proponent of trying to be the best steward that I possibly can. Now, do I fail at that all the time? Like I said, this is not a show where I'm trying to feed you a fairy tale of what I believe things are going to look like. I understand what it is to be a poor steward of your finances. Do I live in that? No. I have too many people that depend on me to be the best me that I possibly can be. And that means that even though I may have flaws and I might have areas that I am not being a great steward in, I have to check those areas and do better. We are all flawed, but will you stand up and do better? That is the thing. Now, another thing about all of this is that blessing and finances are two different things. I have seen God's favor over my household in extraordinary ways because of obedience and persistence. I have seen God step in countless amounts of times. And I even have friends that always get on me. If I need to know God is real, all I gotta see is how he's going to work out this next hurdle in your life, because he always steps in. And I was just like, yeah. And that's why I speak about it, because it's my testimony. My testimony is even when I feel down about my situation. My testimony is like, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't see, and this is before I see the answer. I don't know how he's going to do it. I just really don't. And I don't doubt him because I've seen him do it over and over again. But boy, I wish we didn't have to repeat this same process over and over again. I just want him to provide in abundance. Lord, do something. Pour out a blessing that I can't even hold or contain. Just put it on in your boy arms. I'm gonna do what I can do with it. Let me juggle that big old blessing like that. You know, I even played the Powerball a couple times. I know what that is. You know, I got Jesus. I seen you do it before. There's a woman on the other side of the country. She had 4 teeth in her mouth, and you blessed her, Jesus. And you gave her many. Do the same for me, God. Do the same for me. So, I'm being silly, but it's real. I just want us to first take into account, what do our personal lives look like? What does it look like to have, as it pertains to our stewardship of what God has already given us? One way I believe that you can show God that you are ready for more is by stewarding what you have to the best of your ability. Because he doesn't want a good gift to become a curse. And he is wisdom in itself. So he knows you. You can fool all the people around you, but he knows you. He knows your spending habits and all that other good stuff. And he know you ain't ready. But he has never let you fail. Even though you have failed in stewardship over and over and over and over again, he is yet to let you fail. And all you have to do is line your life up with how he wants you to walk it out as it pertains to stewardship of resources, and watch how he blesses in abundance. Now, during this Rona season, man, I'm not going to even lie. At first, I'm not even saying I was nervous. I was just like, let's see how this plays out. And God has done nothing but bless my business, bless the resources around him. And that's one of the main reasons why I started this channel, because I realized it's because I surrendered myself to living for him a long time ago. And the fruit of my surrendering is him consistently showing up. He is the blessing. Not what he brings to the table. He is the blessing. And if I have him in my life, walking in, around, through, doing all that he said that he wants to do for me, there is no way that I will continue in lack. Certainly if I am walking in my faith. Not just hearing it, not just receiving it, but walking in it. So that is why this is named What That Walk Like. Because it's one thing to receive things, and it's another thing to walk it out. So you can go to church all you want to, but if you don't take that information and turn it into application, what good really do for you? So, man, God bless, God keep you. I need you to do me a favor real quick. Please push that subscribe button. Please push that like button. And go ahead and give me some feedback in the comments, y'all. Talk to me. I'm trying to holler at you. So talk to me. Let me know how you feeling about things, man. I really would love to hear your feedback about it. And I pray for you. I pray for your walk on a day-to-day basis. This comes from a broken, imperfect man that has surrendered himself to a perfect and loving God. Thank God for his grace and his mercy that is poured out on all of us. I ain't here to judge nobody. But we got to walk through this thing together, because he did not come back for the individual, but he came back for the collective, the body. So I love y'all. God keep y'all.